Hello friends. Today we're going to talk about the Big Bang Theory. It's a big idea about how the whole universe got started, and it's super interesting. The Big Bang Theory says that a really long time ago, the whole universe was in one tiny, hot, and super dense point. It was so small, you could hold it in your hand. Then something happened, and it suddenly exploded. It was like a really big firework. Have you ever blown up a balloon? You know how it starts out small and then gets bigger and bigger as you blow air into it? Imagine that the whole universe used to be like that balloon when it was really small. All the matter and energy that make up the universe used to be squished together in a tiny point called the singularity. Then something happened that made the universe start to expand really fast, like when you let go of a balloon and it flies around the room. This moment is called the Big Bang, and it happened a really long time ago. Over 13 billion years ago. The idea of the Big Bang Theory first came about in the early 20th century, when a scientist named Georges Lemaitre was studying the universe. He thought that if the universe was expanding, it must have started from a really small point. Some people believe in the Big Bang Theory and think it's a really good explanation for how the universe started. Others aren't so sure and have different ideas about how the universe began. One of the debates about the Big Bang Theory is how the universe will end. Some people think that the universe will keep expanding forever, while others think that eventually it will stop and collapse back in on itself. Another debate is about how long the universe will last. Some people think it will last forever, while others think that eventually it will come to an end. Scientists are always studying the universe to learn more about how it works and how it began. They use telescopes and other special tools to look at stars and galaxies that are far away. After the Big Bang, there was a lot of heat and energy and all sorts of crazy things going on. Scientists think that all the matter in the universe was created during the Big Bang, and that's why there are so many stars, planets, and galaxies out there. One thing that's really interesting about the Big Bang Theory is that it helps explain why everything in the universe is moving away from each other. It's like when you're playing with your friends and you all scatter in different directions. That's what the stars and galaxies are doing, but on a much bigger scale. Another thing that scientists think happened after the Big Bang is that the universe was really hot and dense for a long time. But eventually, things started to cool down and gravity started to pull matter together to form stars and galaxies. Scientists also think that there were a lot of explosions and collisions happening after the Big Bang. It's kind of like when you're playing with toy cars and you crash them into each other. That's what stars and galaxies were doing in the early universe. Scientists can study the leftover heat from the Big Bang called the cosmic microwave background radiation to learn more about the universe. Another thing that scientists study in cosmic radiation is something called cosmic rays. Cosmic rays are like tiny particles that travel through space at really high speeds. They're kind of like really fast race cars. Scientists can learn a lot about cosmic rays by studying how they interact with the Earth's atmosphere. They're kind of like spies trying to figure out what cosmic rays are up to. The Big Bang Theory is a really important idea because it helps us understand how the universe got started and how it has changed over time. It's like the story of how the universe began. But there are still some things that scientists are trying to figure out, like what caused the Big Bang in the first place. Scientists also study things like dark matter and dark energy to learn more about the universe. Dark matter is like a mysterious substance that we can't see, but we know it's there because of how it affects things around it. It's kind of like how you can tell there's wind outside even if you can't see it. Another thing that scientists study is cosmic inflation, which is like when the universe expanded really fast in the very beginning. This helps explain why the universe looks the way it does today. The Big Bang Theory is a really important idea that helps us understand how the universe began and how it has changed over time. It's like the biggest story ever told, and scientists are still learning new things about it all the time.